Well, I personally believe that if you go to independent school, there is just that chance of you being a bit better on paper.
I think it is inherent in our education system and it needs to be destroyed. I believe that everyone should have an equal right to a strong education. I believe that if we saw teachers as professionals more, that hopefully those gaps would start to close.
They're playing a rigged system. It's, you know, when you look at Oxbridge entrance, it's something around 50% of people that are at those top universities have been to private school, and so on and so forth. And I don't know what can be done, because it seems potentially bad that you would just take that away and limit that choice. But I think that's a less bad situation than this current one, where you have a privileged class of people that are just embedding their privilege. There's not enough social mobility. People can't break through into that with this rigged system.
Yes, you don't really absorb that much. I mean, writing things down, you don't absorb that much, because personally for me, when I write things down, I go back to look at them, I don't really know what I was talking about. I'm just writing things down from the board. Whereas in smaller groups, you get to ask more questions, and you get to really, you get more of a freedom. There's more of a cooler vibe in the class, and you get to learn a bit more. I personally best. Personally, I think that's wrong. Everybody has different ways of learning. Like I really dislike when teachers, you know, go over things again for the people who are too stupid enough to not to listen to the lesson because they're either messing around or something like that. I don't believe in that. I believe you should listen when you're told to. You don't come to school to mess around, you come to school to learn. So listen in the class, and we have to go over things again, because I frankly hate having to be taught the same thing over and over again because those people don't pay attention in class. And so then I feel like I'm losing out on time. And I'm losing out on time I could be doing to learn other things. But I can't because of this.
Yeah, I mean that's the problem, isn't it? I mean, it's always coming back to the private schools. When you've got a small class, like they will in the private schools, you know, sort of 10, 12 people in a class, you can really tailor things to those individuals. With 30, you know, it's less likely that you'll be able to hit the perfect sweet spot for everyone.
Because of the inherent inequalities of our education. It's always been that way, and it shouldn't be. There are lots of things that people are trying to do to stop that. The Sutton Trust is an amazing organisation and charity that are trying to remove those barriers, and also Brilliant Club as well, which we've got students going through, and hopefully we will do next year, are trying to stop those gaps from occurring. I think it will be a long job though. We're more aware of it, and I think we're more freely willing to talk about it as both an education group, educationalists, but also within families as well. But at the same time, I do agree there has been an impact. There has been definitely an increase, but not necessarily at the level that they discuss. I would say it is because we have these huge pressures on exams. And I wish life wasn't for you guys just that pressure of exam. I feel that actually when you come out of that, it's not about exams. When you're a professional in a job, it's not about exams. So why do we have that system? I would scrap off instead.
I would change a lot about school. Change facilities, change, you know, just the environment, because I feel like as schools, you don't want to come to school in the morning because you just feel like it's such a rubbish place. So I'd want to make school feel like a good place to be at, and also I'd want to make, you know, children more encouraged to learn.
I think Ofsted needs a serious look. I think it's a combative situation at the moment. These people can come in, they can work with the school, and they can look together to make improvements. At the moment, an inspection team comes in, makes its judgment, and then walks away. They have no ownership of helping that school to improve. I think that would be a major change. Get rid of the league tables. They don't help anyone. Stop the grammar school. Make all the grammar schools comprehensives. That's enough for the first week. We'll see what happens in the second week. We'll take on the private schools in week 2.